Hi, this video is all about my master's dissertation project and the topic that I chose in it and the ways that I implement it. Let me introduce myself to you. My name is Shiv Kalyani. I'm from University of Salford and from a Department of Robotics and Automation. So for our master's dissertation project, we were given a couple of topics and we need to pick one according to our interest, and I came up with chatbots. Yes, I'm pretty much excited here to introduce the world of chatbots and the tool that I have used for making my chatbot. And the reason that I chosen the chatbots is like, well, just like imagine being able to provide instant support to students 24/7, answering their questions and guiding them through their academic journey. And that's exactly what my academic bot does. So here, all we need to do is just create an account in a tool, and for the tool, coming to the tool, for my chatbot making process that I have used a tool which is like the Google's DialogFlow. It is just an extension of Google, and it's like a DialogFlow. So all we need to do is just to create an account in this DialogFlow. After you create the account, you need to pair it up with the Google Cloud Console. And here, the Google Cloud Console is just nothing but the background backend services. It's just going to be storing all the information you're giving, all about like integrations and everything, every moment you're doing. And this DialogFlow Essentials is going to be reflecting there in the Google Cloud services, and it's just like that's why I said that it's just backend services. So yes, once we hit the create agent, we need to create an agent. We need to give the name of the agent here and the time zone and the Google project and everything. Set as mega agent is nothing but you need to there is this option we can merge the multiple DialogFlow agents into the single agent. So as of now, we're not going to include this mega agent into my project. And yeah, if you could see, there is this left sidebar which says we've got some intense entities fulfillment, and yes, we're not going to use each and everything of these, but yeah, definitely gonna have this intense. So here, what do we need to do? Each and everything you implementing, you entering your details, we need to click a create button, or we need to hit a save button there. Unless you do it, you're not going to be storing your account details, anything here. So my academic thing, my creating of boat is done, and I named my boat as an academic boat. Let me just give you the brief of my project. It's just nothing but I chosen this tool to create a boat, and that chatbot is nothing but an virtual assistant. So for my University of Salford, I wanted to create a chatbot and to integrate this chatbot into one of the websites, one of the web pages. So what I created is like I created an HTML web page of University of Salford, just resembles the University of Salford dashboard. And what I'm going to do is just to integrate this chatbot over there. And the theme that I've chosen is all about the academic thing, like telling about the professors, the details of professors, office hours of them, and their personal email IDs. And yes, it sounds confidential, but I have taken all the service policies and all the terms of private policies and everything. It is included, and it is yes authorized. So once we create the agent, we need to just pair it up with that. This chatbot, it's going to be later integrated to the University of Salford website, like the web page that I created, which resembles exactly like one of the just like schools web pages. So for that integration, we need to train a bot first. So as I said earlier, we need to do like for that, we need to train about like what's the professor name, and once we hit the professor name, we need to train the bot according like the research of interest of professors and the area of expertise that they are in, and their office hours, their email IDs, and campus navigation maps, and accommodations for students, and yes, many more. So before training a boat, we need to just create a boat name, and I created an academic boat, which is like simply says about it just simply resembles what my project exactly is. So here we in the left sidebar we got some options, which is like intents, entities, fulfillment, valuation, history, analytics, and everything. So we're not going to use each and everything of this, but definitely we're going to use this intents. So intents is all about The user intention. Um, like once we take, let's just talk about the key concepts in this before going into the intents, which is like what a user is saying, and everything is just the intention behind what the user is saying exactly. So here, when we talk about this intents, it just reflects the same. What is a user is saying and what is their intention. If you're asking, for example, yeah, if a student is asking about the assignment details, that here the assignment is the intent. Of course, assignment is the intention of the user, and the boat is going to be taking the assignment as an intent, and it's going to be giving us the responses that we train the boat with the appropriate response. So that's exactly what intents are. And when we step into these entities are like building up blocks of conversation, we can say, like helping the chatbots understand different pieces of information. For example, like if a student mentions a specific course name, that it will be recognized as an entity. So here for the entities, and there is this uni info which I given. This is my uni information. The entities that I told you before is like the name that we're giving, the course name, the department name, the professor name, the course maps, the campus maps, the accommodation, everything, each and every way. These are the synonyms that the users might can ask. One could ask department, one could ask for divisions, one could ask for faculties. Each and everything, it just comes under the same. But these are the entities. So I just named it as a uni information, and exactly it is what it is, which is like university information. So I just named it as uni info. This entity, we need to name it because we need to call the entity as uni info. Whenever we use it, we need to call this as uni info. So here it is the intents again. So here the intents, I have some intents like accommodations. These are the professors that I'm doing, and these are the fallback intents and the welcome intents. So when we talk about this fallback intents and the welcome intents, welcome intent is nothing but the hi and hello, greetings, the user might say, and the response, the bot should say. In response, the bot should say hello, hi, how are you, this and that. So these are some welcome intents. They have their default welcome intents for any bots. But if you need to change the intents, if you need to change the welcome intent or any fallback intents, we could just do it. So for the default welcome intent, they does have something personal, just like just going to say hi or hey, hello, how they are, and hi there, greetings. This and all, everything comes under the default welcome intent. And what I did is just I just given the same, and I'm not going to disturb everything in it, anything in it. And these are the action parameters. It's like, and here, my name is Jane. I given Jane, it automatically recognizes as a person, and in here the actions and parameters, it is showing as this person name, it is person name. It's going to be doing it. So in the response that I given, I trained the bot as a response as hi, I'm an academic bot of University of Salford, and how may I assist you? And this looks as professional as it, and that is how I just wanted my bot to give a response for that greetings. And these are just the welcome intents, and just like the welcome intents, we do have the fallback intents also. The fallback intents are nothing but just like, hey, thank you so much for giving such a good information, and thanks, have a good day, and everything just comes under the same fallback intent. And yes, for the default, we have some default fallback intentions, but we can just give our own as well. And I just tried giving it my own, given like, thank you, feel free to ask for any further assistance. And this is how it should be in an academic and in a professional way. So this is how I did the default fallback intents. And when we go out of the intents again, I have a lot of intents. And as I said before, about the office hours, about the office of professors, and the professors' email IDs, and professors' intent, which is like their area of research, and everything all about all about the professor is going to be in this. So yes, and fulfillment. When we get into this fulfillment, and yes, this webhook, all we need to do, as I said before, if we need to integrate the chatbot in any of the websites, all we need to do is to turn this webhook on. If you turn the webhook on, you're going to be getting some you're going to be getting some options how you want your webhook to any of the website you want. This is just the webhook as the name suggests. So this inline editor is just like if you want to do this in any of the different web pages. They have some default web pages here. They have some default applications like web demonstration, the messenger, DialogFlow messenger. So for this, you need not to go any other third-party websites or any other websites, any other web pages. You're not doing it. It's just in the website of Google, in the tool of Google Essential, Google Store Essential. So you need not to do anything. But if you're doing in any other website, any web pages outside of Google DialogFlow, but you need to do in the inline editor. The inline editor is like Google Cloud Functions. As I said before, it's like a backend service. We need to enable that, and once we enable this, and we need to just look into this, the index and package.json files, and yes, done. Once we given our code and everything, we just need to do deploy, and once it's going to be deploying, it's going to be reflecting in the Google Cloud Console over there. So I just quickly want to tell you about this. This is just about the basic authorization, that I told you. The boat is to be taking the student's university mail ID, the student's name, and everything. It should be a little confidential, because if you're giving any information about your professors, then we should be a little confidential. So for that, the train is going to be the boat is going to be asking the users like your name and your email ID that which we have been registered with the school. And yes, once it's done, it's going to be telling about the information of professors and everyone, anything. So for that, we need to take any of the chatbots, like any of the chatbot, not only in this, but any of the bots. We need to take an service policies and the private policy of agreements, like these agreement certificates. We need to take. We need to be careful about this authentication, or else this is not going to be taking you to the next step. This is a must thing. So yes, this is it about interns, entities, and fulfillments. And yeah,